So with any Call of Duty, the main objective, especially online, is to level up fast. Especially when pretty much most of the progression now is going to be based around just leveling up and unlocking stuff. Now obviously you've got camos and stuff like that you do need to get, but when it comes to leveling up you've got to get to 55 and you can do that 10 times with each prestige. Obviously each prestige will come with its own little extra prestige icon and you'll also get some unique unlocks for doing that as well. So how do you do it fast? That's the big question. Now, if you have got kind of like a double XP weekend, then naturally that's going to be always the best, naturally, but you're not going to get that every single time, and it most definitely will take a fair few weeks until we get a considerable amount of them. So when going into lobbies and finding matches, you've got to then have a look at what's the best or necessarily what's the most efficient way in terms of matching. Now you can obviously go and have a look at core matches and hardcore, and then you can kind of go with what you like. If you prefer not necessarily rushing and kind of just taking your time, getting to know the guns and also then different maps, then definitely trying out a whole load of different ones is always fantastic. Some of them are more objective based. I personally like domination and headquarters, whereas some people like a team deathmatch, a free-for-all, a kill confirmed, where it is kind of just more the objective of killing people. But when it comes to naturally playing the game for the most points going, if you are good at the game, I would say Search and Destroy normally has the most kind of efficient way to actually get XP, purely on the fact that you can get a lot of XP per kill. Now that is obviously if you can get the kills, because if you just go into Search and Destroy and get no kills whatsoever, you might get match bonus XP and then kind of objective points if you're obviously following the objective and you're on the winning team. But it's going to suck a little bit more. You might as well go for a domination, a hard point, a headquarters, because naturally you're going to get kills if you are not necessarily incredible. So personally for me, I would definitely be looking at Search and Destroy on a kind of average to decent basis because of what you get per kill. If you're looking more objective, trying to take it a little bit slower, but still at a very decent rate, domination, headquarters, even hard point as well, you've obviously got to capture a zone. It's kind of very much objective based, if anything. I know Search and Destroy is, but you do get the extra bonus XPs per kill because there's less people in the actual game. Plus they've made it a little bit longer than normal Search and Destroy. Normally I'm kind of used to, what is it, like 3 wins basically, two and two, and then obviously you have a final decider, whereas now you've got the round limit of 6 that you've got to win. So you can do almost, I believe, like 11, would it be 11 rounds or something like that? You can even do 12, I suppose, if you all get it in line. So you get 5, and, oh no, so I suppose, yeah, 11 would be the final one. So when it comes to actually leveling up, personally for me, I'd be utilizing the game modes as kind of much as possible. Obviously as well, you've got the hardcore, which is going to give you even more XP, but is definitely a little bit harder. And then other things that you can do, obviously there is going to be challenges every single day. You can see at the minute the challenges are bugged at the moment for some reason, but obviously when you're trying to do that, then you can obviously go and do them. There is also calling cards and stuff like that. I think it's a little bit bugged with the fact that I am level 1 again, but that will obviously change. But you do get XP, as you can see, for each kill with kind of a badge. So for instance, if I was looking at the XM4, we get 1,000 points every 100 kills, and then obviously you get a few more different things depending on what you're looking at. There is zombies as well that can give you some extra XP, and you will get more XP if you go up into the silver gold, into the badges. And you can do that with every mastery as well, so you can do SMGs. That's just going to be extra that you can do to get some more XP whilst still getting the XP. Now obviously sniper rifles, MLGs, and even kind of marksman rifles might be a little bit more difficult in Search and Destroy, depending on what you're looking at. Obviously they tend to be running assault rifles or SMGs with silencers, so you can actually go around doing everything really. And as you can see there, we get 10,000 XP for finishing off the whole category as well. So there is loads of different things in challenges. There's definitely not as many challenges as I thought there would be. There is kind of like a lack of, but who knows, they could bring more out. It's not necessarily that this is absolutely it. They could bring some more out with kind of each week going by. and we are at pretty much the start of the game, so it's not necessarily that this is everything we're going to find from now until the end of the game. They more than likely will add a lot of stuff going into it. So pretty much, game types do matter. If obviously you want to make it as quick as possible and you're a decent at the game, I would normally look at a search and destroy, objective based, domination, hardpoint, headquarters. You can obviously do it in team deathmatch. It depends on kind of how good you are in that as well. That one's going to be more based on your overall position, to be honest. And then double XP weekend, sometimes even triple, is really good to try and do as much as possible on it. And then really just trying to do all your challenges, your daily, your actual challenges in your barracks, and just continuing along that line. So let me know down below how you get on with it. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and as you see, multiplayer 100%er, you're going to get a lovely 25,000 as well. Hopefully you enjoyed.